Table. Let's clear that joint.
Let's go ahead and fire away with questions, folks.
Coach, what'd you see from your team after Temple made the big comeback in the second half? What kind of qualities came out?
Well, we knew they were going to come out in the second half and be aggressive. You know, Obi, I don't have a first half box, but I know Obi and Q didn't have many attempts, so we knew they were going to come out gunning, ready to be aggressive. And that's a talented team. We knew they were going to make a run. It was similar to last year. I think we were up 13 at one point in their gym last year, and they came back and tied the game. Shiz Alston, he's a gamer. He always makes big shots, and that was actually part of the scout. We knew he was going to make big shots, and so when things got dicey, all we talked about is, you know, we knew this was a possibility. Now let's test our character. Let's see where we are in our progression as a team. Let's see where our grit and our toughness is. And credit our guys. You know, things got tough, and that's a good team, but we stuck together. He made some big plays. He made some big plays. Mazzulla and Bo made some big plays, so we stuck together where we needed it most. And I'm really proud of our guys because, you know, it's easy for a young team to just fold. Like, you know what? All right, this erased the 15-point lead. Let's warm the buses up. You know what I mean? But they stuck together, so really proud of our guys.
Offensively in the first half, is there, obviously you guys are more taking things from the outside, but is there anything really more you could ask for in terms of shooting 68%? You're outscoring about 15 points in the first half.
No, we shared the ball. We had 12 assists at halftime. They sagged in a lot more than we thought they would, so that allowed us to run some things that opened up the outside shots, and credit our guys. They knocked them down. You know, Toro had a couple. I think Jair, did you have one in the first half, something like that? So we knocked them down. Mazzulla had a huge one. They didn't play how we anticipated, but we adjusted well. We adjusted well, and we knocked down shots. So it's not so much anything that I did personally, our staff did. These guys, credit these guys, they made shots. Yuta, Jair, Toro, all these guys made shots, and they played well. But we executed and we shared the ball, and that's the main thing. When the ball doesn't stick, we can get what we want on offense. We feel like when we execute and we're playing tough and screening for each other and cutting for each other, not just with each other. We did that in the first half, and we knocked down shots. So again, credit to Jair, Yuta, and the rest of our guys. They did a tremendous job of hitting shots.
Coach, there were so many more fouls called in the second half than in the first half. Was there a significant change in the style of play in the second half that prompted that?
I don't know. I can't answer that question really. There were very many fouls called on them in the first half. I think those last two plays of the half and before Pat hit that runner, they fouled intentionally. Those are the only two fouls of the first half. Now we were making a lot of outside shots. We weren't posting up as much, so that's probably the reason why. And when they got fouls early, then we went inside a bunch in the second half to try to take advantage of the fact that we thought they wouldn't want to foul. And I guess that's why there were more calls. But I don't know. I thought we had some opportunities to get to the free throw line that we unfortunately didn't get to, and you know, the game's going to go like that sometimes. Sometimes you're going to either miss calls or see it differently than I do, but we just kept plugging away. And our guys made some big plays.
Other than just the belief that you guys can get done, was there something these last few practices and the recent games that had you thinking you could get a win like this today? You guys came in pretty good underdog. Yeah,
we were confident. I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. All I kept raving about these last 2 days were how locked in and focused we were. I thought these were our two best days of preparation that we've had all season. You know, and I praise them for that. And shoot around today, best shoot around all season. Everybody locked in. Everyone were going to our walkthrough. You know, our feet were half speed, but our voices were at 100%. You know, we were talking, communicating through their sets and all that kind of stuff. And these two guys did a tremendous job leading that wave. But I felt really good about coming into this game because of how we prepared. And that's another step in our maturation process, understanding that winning is not just throwing the ball up and go play defense and make shots. Winning a game like this happens in the very first film session, and in the ensuing practice, and then the next film session. You got to really lock in to win against a team like that. And our team is starting to understand that, because that's a very talented ball club, and we did a tremendous job these last couple of days preparing, and really happy to see that, because we haven't had that thus far. But now our team is starting to learn that and understand that winning is hard, and you got to win every day, and you got to win in practice in your film sessions and all that. So we're getting there. Work in progress, but we're getting there. Really proud of our guys tonight.
Coach, Bo Ziegler didn't score today, but how important is he as more of an athletic scorer? How important is he in that 2-3 zone that you guys ran today? You guys showed up pretty effectively.
Well, he's vital. He's vital. We track goal stats. That's why Jair has that belt here. We track some things in games that don't show up in the stat sheet that directly correlate to winning and losing games. And he does things that deflections, range rebounds, X outs, all the different things that we track, that we chart. None of them show up in the stat sheet, but directly correlate to us being successful. And he had a ton of those today. I'm actually not sure how you got the belt, honestly, but he was tremendous. So for him being older, he understands that playing well doesn't always equate to how many points you have on the score sheet, or how many rebounds or assists. That counts. Obviously, production matters, but there's a lot of ways to affect the game. Screening matters, cutting matters, and that's what our team is learning. Him and Mazzulla, they did some great things today. So I praise those guys in the locker room for doing some of the things that don't show up. Taking charges, guarding a talented senior like Obi. He actually wanted to take a personal challenge because he's played in that conference for a long time, so he knew him well. So he was excited to guard him. I thought he did a good job in the instances where they were matched up. So Bo Ziegler was huge.
Jair, take us through those last few minutes when this is largely a young team. Temple's coming at you. They run down a lead to 17, down to 3-4. Things are rolling for them. What's going on with you guys down the stretch, and what kept you together? It was a tough time.
We are a young team, but I think we have a lot of guys who have won on teams and are older, like Yuta, Pat, even like me, Arnaldo Toro. Like those guys were sophomores. We were here last year, so when times get tough, we know like our core is young, and like the majority of our guys on our team are young. But we lean on guys like Yuta and Pat and Bo who have been there and played a lot more college basketball games than a lot of us. And we have great leaders in the fact that they don't ever get down. They don't ever get down whether we're turning the ball over or not scoring or they're scoring on the other end. We know that if we just can stick to our game plan that the coach has designed, we'll be able to play with anyone.
Whereas this is the last year you guys are scheduled to play this event. You've been here, assistant head coach for a few years. You've had a chance now these last couple of years to play some pretty good opponents. It's given you that opportunity. But what do you kind of think of this event and possibly the future for you guys here?
Well, it's been a good event. We've had some great wins, some tough losses. I think back to the Maurice Creek shot against Maryland. Obviously, this is going to be a win that we remember with this young team. It's been a tremendous feel. My first experience with it was when I was committed to Michigan State. I actually had no idea who GW was, and GW actually beat Michigan State in the BB&T, I think, in 2005. The year they went to the Final Four. So that was actually my first time watching GW on TV. So in this event, so it's been great. The guys have enjoyed playing at the Verizon Capital One Center, and playing in this arena. It's been tremendous. But I'm looking forward to our future and being able to be a little bit more creative with our schedule and doing some things that maybe we haven't done before, and getting an opportunity to play some different teams in different venues.
What did you learn about the team in this game against the strong opponent and in a tense situation late in the game?
We learned that when we play hard, we can be any level, no matter who they are or how many they are talented. Obviously, we were up 15 first half, and then they were coming back, but we stick together, and we always talk to each other. And Jair did a great job controlling the ball when they pressed the ball. So we learned a lot today, and this was huge win for us.
Jair, how have you felt your relationship with Terry Owen Jr. kind of developed as you moved through these first 10 games? And before you get into conference play? How do you think your relationship with him is starting to develop?
Well, off the court, he's one of my closest friends. So that we had a instant connection. That was easy. And on the court, we're just learning to play. Play with one another. We're just learning to play with one another. He's obviously a freshman, so in high school he's used to him having a lot of the load on himself. But he's growing like quickly, and he's had some great games. And having him together with me in the backcourt, him and Justin, but both of those guys, having Terry is really good because we kind of complement each other. I feel like he's a real good slasher, and I'm more of a shooter, and we know how to look for each other. And so our relationship is growing. I think we have room to grow, obviously, and we're just going to continue to try and build that connection and chemistry and get better.
Temple scored 20 points off of 17 turnovers on you guys tonight. So what will it take for you guys to kind of secure the ball and not kind of get those free points?
Yeah, I mean that's I'll take that. I'm the point guard. I turn the ball over a lot. I didn't even know that.
6.
I turned the ball. Yeah, I had 6. And so that's on me. So I just gotta be stronger with the ball. Try and secure my dribble more. And I will. And we'll continue to work in the gym on ball handling and this, that, and the third. But as a team, that's those guys. The turnovers that we have as a team, that's I have the majority of the turnovers. So that's just me personally. I got to work on that.
What does it mean to win a belt, and what are you going to do with it?
The belt is GO status, like Coach said. So it's a tremendous honor. It usually goes to Yuta because he's Mr. Do It All. But today I guess I beat him out. So we hang it in our locker. So we're gonna hang it in our locker, and so for everyone to see. So Yuta will probably get jealous and next game try and get the belt from me. But he's not gonna get it though.
Anything else, guys? Okay, yeah, last one.
This is just an open question, I guess. These last couple of games, you guys have had either one really strong first half and then kind of dropped off in the second, or similar one to tonight, or vice versa, sorry. So how can you guys kind of get the string together in 40 minutes of just consistent play?
I think I'll take that. I think that's film. Really hunkering down in our film sessions and understanding what we need to do to put 40 minutes of basketball together. For inexperienced team, it's a hard thing to do because it's human nature to relax, right? You have a lead, you get comfortable, and you can rah and say don't play the score and all that kind of stuff as much as you want, but it's human nature to relax, and it's a constant battle against human nature. Right? How do you go from being up 15, how do you push that to 20? How do you push that to 25? How do you rev yourself up even more defensively when you have a lead, as opposed to having to fight from coming down? It's easy to fight and play hard when you're down because your back's against the wall, but how do you do that when you're up and you have a comfortable lead? We're up 17, we let them claw all the way back. So that's something that we got to hunker down and figure out in film. We've taken strides in putting 40 minutes together. Obviously not there yet, but again, that's a good team, and I'm proud of our guys for how we battled, and we'll get there. We have some tough games coming up and some opportunities to hunker down and watch film. Christmas break is going to be huge for us when we play less, when we can really get these guys focused on their academics and their finals, and once that's over, really hunker down in the film room before conference play. And we have a long time to figure out how to get 40 minutes of basketball together, but we're getting there. We're getting closer, and today was another step forward in that regard. Now we have to come back and prepare for another good team Wednesday, and try again to put 40 minutes together. And it's a constant process to figure that out.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.